What's up guys, Nightwolf88 here, and this evening, as you can see from the background behind me, I'm not in my usual filming location. I decided I needed a different atmosphere to film in, so yeah, not my room in this video. I'm in kind of like a workout room slash office that I've been using since Alex moved out. It was originally her bedroom, but hey, extra room in the house, right? So yeah, as you can see behind me, this some sort of a, I don't know what the hell you call it. I don't know the specific term, but basically you're supposed to like work out your biceps with this pulley system while you sit on that seat right there. See, am I gonna start? Well, you know. Usually it's not that smooth. That thing is like super rusty, actually. I don't really use it as much. My dad uses that thing a lot. I've mainly been just lifting these things up. This actually isn't too heavy. It's about like 8.8 pounds. Yeah, so just some dumbbells that I found in the garage that were really rusty. That was actually covered in spider webs. My hand smells like death now. Anyway, guys, yes, you did read the title correctly. I have a story to tell, which I'm gonna try not to make it too long. I did almost burn this entire area of my body, also called my face. Yeah. I was doing some chores over the weekend, and catastrophe struck. That's the only way I can put it. So basically, I had just gotten home after running some errands for my mom. You know, I got in, parked the car, put it in the garage, I'm out, and I decided, you know, I need to get some stuff done around here too. Now, if you've seen some of my outdoor videos that I do vlogs in my backyard, there's this old, there's this object that's under the trees, and it's got a blue tarp around it. That object is a broken down riding mower, which I dragged home for free. Is that the proper term? Dragged? Drug? Drag? I don't know. Anyway, guys, yeah, before I started working at an actual lawn care business, I used to do summer jobs, which is basically just consisted of me doing different kind of jobs around the neighborhood, like mowing lawns, trimming bushes, helping people clean their house, you know, stuff like that. Whatever I could do for money at a reasonable time. So basically, I was driving home one day, and keep in mind, this is before I had the truck. I was using my parents' car, and yeah, so that'll be crucial to the story. I was driving home one day, and I looked over out the corner of my eye. I saw this riding lawnmower sitting out in some guy's yard, and on the seat there was a cardboard sign that said free mower. So, you know, I pulled over and I checked out the mower. It looked like it was in good condition. The tires were a little bit worn, but that was cosmetic. So I went up to the guy's door and I rang the doorbell and I asked him about it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I got a new lawnmower anyway, so I wanted to get rid of this one. You know, it's taking up too much space." So I'm like, "Oh, really cool. So is it cool if I just, like, you know, take it off with me?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sure. I gotta warn you though, that thing doesn't run." And I'm all like, "Well, okay. I mean, that's fine with me." You know, in my own mind, I thought, you know, I've worked on a few cars before, and I've worked on a few smaller engines at home with lawnmowers and weed eaters, so I thought I could fix it up. Long story short, no, I could not. Yeah, basically, guys, I went home, parked the car, and walked, which this guy's house wasn't way too far away from mine. It was about, like, maybe half a mile, and now, guys, in maybe, like, a little bit more of a quarter of a mile, actually, and while that may seem kind of stupid, guys, you know, this was free lawn equipment. I basically was taking home what I thought in my own mind. I never did fix this lawnmower. I'm just gonna say straight up, like, I never really did fix it, but I thought this was gonna be a really smart investment. You know, this is free lawn equipment, which I could have spent like maybe $500 or even $1,000 for. But no, I decided to go the free route. Basically, I went home, parked the car, walked a quarter of a mile back to the guy's house, and I put the riding mower in neutral. Now, before this, I did get into the mower and try and start it. It would try and crank, and it only backfired and just smoked a little bit. So, this thing wasn't going to start. I thought maybe there were spark plug problems or batteries or something. So, I put the thing in neutral and pushed it a quarter of a mile back to my house. Around that time, my dad pulled up into the driveway, and he's like, "What is this thing?" I'm like, "It's a lawnmower. I'm gonna fix it and use it for my job." He's like, "Okay, cool." Went inside, didn't bother to help me or anything. In retrospect, I never did ask him, so... Yeah, this riding mower just sat in our backyard for about a year. Keep in mind, that same day that I pushed it home, I did try and work on it a little bit. I put a new battery in it, I replaced the spark plugs, I put fresh gasoline, I checked the fuel filters, and I still don't know what's wrong with it to this day. So, lawnmower has just been sitting in our backyard. I pretty much just pushed it to the backyard in the fenced area where no one would take it, which, who'd really want to take it, to be honest? You'd be doing me a favor. Yeah. So that riding mower's been sitting in our backyard for about 2 or 3 years now, and it hasn't been serving any use except the riding mower that we already do have right now did get a flat tire, and it had a hole in the tire, so I got the tire off of the junky lawnmower that was just sitting there. It wasn't using it anyway. Got that tire off, put it on our lawnmower, and we were just... It was good, still using it right now. Yeah. That's actually the same lawnmower that you see when I shredded those papers from school. The green lawnmower, the John Deere. Now, as for the other lawnmower, which is not functioning, that's what's still sitting in the background of some of my old videos. So basically, I decided yesterday I would try and give the riding mower another try. Try and give it another try. Great choice of words. Anyway, so I went out into the backyard, and for one thing, all 4 tires were flattened. So I decided, I'm not going to be able to push this thing out. I went and got my John Deere, tied an old dog leash to it, tied the other end of the leash to the junky lawnmower, and literally just did a tug of war until that lawnmower would actually come out from under the trees. So I got it out and started working on it. Well, for those of you that don't know some of the parts of a mower, there's a piece called the carburetor, which mixes in all the oxygen and oil and gasoline. Well, I took apart the carburetor and I was trying to tune it a little bit. It was an old lawnmower, so that's why it had a carburetor. So I've poured a little bit of gasoline. I got it into a cup and I was pouring it into the carburetor, which, for those of you that don't know, that's supposed to create a spark from the battery and ignite the engine. Only it wasn't the engine that it ignited. Freaking jumbled my words. I'm on the riding lawnmower and I put on the parking brake. So I turn the key and try and start it up. Get a few cranks, and all of a sudden, and I just scared the crap out of Chester. He's in this room right now. I start up the riding mower, flame hits me right in the face, I fall backwards, right off the seat of the mower, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh crap, because I felt that heat, guys, for a split second, and immediately I start going, I'm feeling my hair, making sure there's no missing patches, I feel my eyebrows, which surprisingly were unharmed. That riding mower did not start, but there was the fact that the carburetor was on fire, even though nothing was happening. I'm not kidding, guys. When I got up off the ground, the carburetor had this flame about this high, just going like it was a barbecue, just going. Man, I just went up, blew that flame out, and I decided, okay, I'm calling it a day. I can't I can't fix this thing. I decided, guys, I'm probably just gonna take that riding mower to the junkyard or give it to someone, or whoever wants to see if they can fix it up. But other than that, if no one wants it, I'm thinking about getting a truck soon, and I think when I get the truck, I'm just gonna take the riding mower and haul it off to a scrapyard. Maybe get some cash that away or something. That'd be a good gas payment for all the fuel that I use trying to fix it. So yeah, guys, I don't think I do have like a little mark around right here on my chin, which I don't think is that big of a deal. I'm not missing any hair. For those of you that don't know, I did get my hair cut about a month ago, so that's why my hair is kind of shorter than it has been in the previous videos that you've seen me in. So no, my hair did not, get blown off by fire or burned off, whatever. No, I got a haircut. I did, however, get a few burn marks on my face, which will probably heal over time. Can't really notice them, so I probably just like stood there for not even a second and just like jumped right off the mower. So very lucky. I was actually kind of scared that the engine would have exploded or something, because that was my main concern. I saw the flame come up and I jumped off. I was like, I gotta find a freaking garden hose or something, or a fire extinguisher. I stood back, waited a few seconds, and just said, screw it. Blew out the flame. Yeah, guys. So, little rule of thumb, guys, you're working with gasoline or some other flammable material in a combustible engine, be careful, especially if you take pride in your facial areas or your hair, like I do, which I'm thinking about growing my hair out a little bit more, guys. I'm probably not going to get cut for a while, or at least I'm going to try not to. I was actually forced to cut my hair about a month ago by my parents, because my parents, I don't know, just don't like me to, they don't like me to have long hair. They don't like me to be happy or something. I don't know. No, my parents do love me. It's just they don't know what kind of hairstyle I like, even though I try and tell them that. They're old school, what are you going to do? I love them, they love me. What are you going to do? So yeah, guys, that just about does it for the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the fact that I nearly had my facial appendages rearranged from a gasoline fire, give that a thumbs up. If you're glad that Chester did not interrupt this video, he's actually laying down on the floor right now, and I actually had to do a retake on this video because he was sitting on that bed right there, eating some milk bones and dog treats, and I had to redo the video because he was doing it too loud. So yeah, guys, if you like content on my channel, please subscribe. Don't know if I said that already. And with that all being said, guys, stay positive. I'm Nightwolf88. Nightwolf88, out of here.